Quick question. Have you ever promised yourself, next month I'm finally saving money? Sounds responsible. Then you open a shopping app. I'm just looking. 5 minutes later, your card looks like it's planning a family reunion. We've all been there. And don't worry, I'm not judging. I've watched people walk into a supermarket for one bottle of water, then walk out with scented candles, 3 bags of chips, a notebook they'll probably never open, a tiny plant, and somehow still forget the water. Our brains are amazing, just not always when money's involved. Now, here's the interesting part. Almost everyone wants to become rich. Seriously, ask almost anyone. So, why do so few people actually get there? Is there a secret billionaire group chat? Do rich people wake up with bonus money waiting in their bank account? Or are they just insanely lucky? Nope. The real answer is much more interesting. And weirdly enough, it starts with a subject most of us stopped caring about the second school ended: economics. Here's the crazy part: almost everyone wants to be rich, but most people never become rich. So, what's missing? A secret billionaire WhatsApp group, a magic bank account that refills while you sleep? Or maybe some people were just born lucky. Nice theory, wrong answer. The real difference isn't luck, it's understanding how money actually works. And that's where economics comes in. Wait, don't leave yet. I know what you're thinking. Economics? Seriously? That word is about as exciting as reading the terms and conditions before installing an app. Let's be honest, nobody reads those. We all just hit accept and pray nothing explodes. But here's the twist: economics has been quietly making decisions for you without asking permission. Even when you're staring at a hoodie that's 50% off, your brain says, "That's a great deal." Your wallet whispers, "Please, we talked about this." Spoiler alert: you probably didn't need the hoodie, but somehow it's already in your cart. And that's where most people make a mistake. They think getting rich starts with making more money. Sounds logical, right? Well, that's exactly where the story gets interesting. Now, if I make more money, I'll be richer. Simple, except that's not how money works. Imagine I hand you a bucket and every single day I fill it with water. Sounds pretty good. But now imagine the bucket has holes. I can pour in 10 liters, 20 liters, or even 100 liters. It doesn't matter. If the water keeps leaking, the bucket never fills up. Money works the same way. Your paycheck arrives: coffee, a quick shopping trip, another subscription you forgot you even had, late night food delivery because apparently tomorrow me loves cooking. Then another sale pops up: limited edition. Translation: buy it now, regret it later. Before you know it, your bank account is sending out an SOS. We've all had that moment. Payday hits, and suddenly you feel financially unstoppable. 3 days later, you're checking your balance like, maybe the banking app is broken. Spoiler: it's not. The money just leaked out. That is the difference between earning money and keeping it. Income isn't wealth. Income comes in. Wealth stays, grows, and makes more money. Nobody really teaches us that. School taught us formulas. Life handed us bills. Money isn't luck. It follows rules. And once you know those rules, you stop chasing money and start making money chase you. So, what is the first rule? It's not about how much you earn, it's about the asset gap. So, if making more money isn't the answer, what is? Let's try something. I'll give you $100 to spend an hour watching cat videos. Easy money. Now, same $100, but this time your job is cleaning a crocodile's teeth. Yeah, suddenly those cat videos deserve an Oscar, right? Why? Because one simple idea changes everything: value. I'm not here to sound like your high school economics teacher. Value is just one question: how much would someone happily pay for what you can do? The more valuable the skill, the more people are willing to pay. Think about a surgeon. They aren't paid thousands because holding a scalpel is hard. They're paid because few people can do it. and even fewer can do it well. Scarcity creates value. Now, flip the script. Imagine opening the world's greatest umbrella store in the middle of the Sahara Desert. You've invented shade for people who aren't shopping. The umbrellas aren't the problem, the location is. People only buy what solves a problem they actually have. That's economics. But here's where most people get stuck. They think, if I just work harder, I'll automatically make more money. Not always. One person digs random holes, the other repairs airplane engines. Both worked hard. Only one solved the problem people desperately need solved. The market doesn't reward sweat, it rewards usefulness. Now, look, this isn't a judgment on your worth. Teachers, nurses, artists, they're vital. But the market pays based on demand, scarcity, and how hard you are to replace. That's why one person builds an app, helps millions, and earns millions, while another works just as hard and still struggles to survive. Here's the turning point. The wealthiest people eventually stop selling their hours and start creating assets: a business, a book, an app, a video. Imagine waking up, checking your phone, and seeing you made money while you were sleeping. Meanwhile, most of us wake up to 3% battery and immediately start scrolling. That's a habit, not a strategy. Your income grows when your work reaches more people than you could ever reach by yourself. One baker serves a village. A franchise serves a nation. Same effort, different scale. So stop asking, how can I work harder? Start asking, how can I help more people at once? That one question has built every fortune in history. But creating value is only half the game, because you can earn six figures and still end up broke. How? It comes down to one decision: what you buy versus what you own. And that is where things get really interesting. Imagine this: it's payday. Your salary lands in your account. For about 5 glorious minutes, you feel like the main character. You open your banking app, look at the balance, smile, and think life is good. Then your rent arrives: electricity bill, internet bill, phone bill, streaming subscriptions you forgot you even had, that gym membership, which has seen more of your bank account than your actual face. And just like that, your salary disappears faster than free pizza at a college event. Sound familiar? Now, meet two friends. Let's call them Alex and Sam. They both earn exactly the same amount. Same age, same salary, same city. 10 years later, Alex is financially comfortable. Sam is still wondering where every paycheck goes. What happened? Did Alex win the lottery? No. Alex simply learned one word that changes everything: assets. An asset is something that has the potential to grow in value or generate income over time. A liability is something that costs you money to own or maintain. Here's the mistake many people make: the moment they earn a little more, their lifestyle grows even faster. New phone, bigger apartment, designer clothes, another subscription. Because apparently we now need an app to remind us to drink water. Humans are amazing. Our ancestors fought wild animals to survive. We pay a monthly fee to watch documentaries while scrolling on our phones. But here's the problem: every extra dollar spent on things you don't truly value is a dollar that can't help build your future. Now, don't get me wrong. Buying things isn't the enemy. Enjoying your money is part of life. The question is, does everything you buy leave you richer or just busier paying for it? And then comes the most powerful force in personal finance. No, it's not winning the lottery. It's not a secret investment. It's something so boring, most people ignore it: compounding. Imagine planting a tiny seed. Tomorrow, it's still tiny. Next week, not much changes. You might even think this isn't working, but keep watering it month after month, year after year. One day, that tiny seed becomes a tree. Money behaves in a surprisingly similar way. Small, consistent growth can become surprisingly large over long periods. The catch: compounding rewards patience. And patience isn't exactly humanity's favorite hobby. We microwave food because waiting 3 extra minutes feels like a personal attack. We order express delivery because tomorrow suddenly feels too far away. So when investing doesn't make us rich in a month, many people quit. But economics has never promised overnight success. It rewards consistency far more often than speed. And while your money is trying to grow, there's another force quietly working against it: inflation. Think of inflation as that one friend who keeps eating fries from your plate while saying, "I'm just having one." 5 minutes later, half your fries are gone. That's inflation. It slowly reduces what your money can buy over time. Your money may still say 100 on the screen, but it doesn't always buy what it used to. That's why simply hiding cash forever isn't always enough. Money that never grows can slowly lose purchasing power. So now we have the full picture. First, create value. Second, own assets that can grow. Third, let time do the heavy lifting through compounding. And fourth, remember that inflation never takes a day off. But even after learning all of this, one question still remains: why do some people understand these ideas and still never become wealthy? The answer has nothing to do with intelligence, it has everything to do with behavior. And that's where the final lesson changes everything. So, after everything we've talked about, creating value, buying assets, compounding, inflation, what's the final secret? There isn't one. No hidden formula, no magic investment, no billionaire waiting to reveal the shortcut. The truth is simpler. Wealth is built through good decisions, repeated over time, choosing to learn, choosing to invest, choosing patience over instant gratification. Those choices, they may not feel important today, but over years, they can completely change your future. Life isn't perfectly fair. People start from different places. Luck matters, timing matters, but understanding these principles gives you better odds than ignoring them. So, the next time you get paid, pause for just 5 seconds. Ask yourself, will this make me look rich today or help me become wealthier tomorrow? That one question won't change your life overnight, but it might change your next decision. And then the next. Because wealth isn't built in one extraordinary moment, it's built in ordinary moments when nobody's watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe for more on money, business, psych, and econ. Because this is just the beginning. I'll see you in the next one.